Now, some of y'all might be wondering, why did I just smile at the camera for like 6 seconds straight? Well, for those OGs that have been on the channel, y'all know what it's about. Had to pay attention if there's a car behind me, but it's a calm intro today. What up? It's PBJ. Took me 30 seconds to say that because of how much enjoyment I'm having. It's a good day, but for those of you that don't get it, I'll explain it to you. It is quite cold. It's snowing all around, but we out here. We got gloves, beanie, the whole deal. See? But pretty much, I love bike riding. Now, why do I love bike riding so much? Sorry, y'all. This is like the longest intro ever. So many people probably already clicked off the video. Real ones staying though. It's okay. So, I enjoy bike riding because it puts me in the present moment and it helps me to clear my mind when it's not clear. Not only that, I enjoy it because it's another way to work hard and better myself each day, which is always what I strive to do. Even if it's the smallest little thing like making my bed, I see that as an accomplishment. You know how many people woke up today and didn't make their bed? Crazy thought, isn't it? And it's so simple too. Like, also look at how pretty that sky is. Woo! But y'all, it's such a simple thought, but it really puts it into perspective. Like, if you made your bed this morning, you're ahead of like so many people. Now, it's not so much about getting ahead as it is discipline, right? Routine, getting it done. And even when you fall out of the routine, to get back up. Now, life isn't all about routines, and it isn't all about really anything besides what you choose it to be. But for me personally, I like to have a bit of a routine. Nothing too strict, not anything too strict, but something that helps me stay disciplined. And then if I can't stay on it, I'm not gonna be too hard on myself, because I'm gonna realize, okay, get back up, do it again. But for those of my OGs that have been on this channel for a while, watching me on my crazy adventures, also another cool sky. But for those of you that have been watching me, y'all know about my bike riding videos. I love to inspire people. I love to get out here and work on myself, work hard, and pretty much get it done. Kind of scatterbrained right now because of how much like the endorphins in my brain must be crazy right now because of how much enjoyment I'm having. I haven't bike rode my bike. How's the saying go? Correct me in the comments. I haven't rode my bike in months. Why is that? Well, it's cold. And it's so cold, in fact, that it's like dangerous to bike around. So today, I'm not as cold as I have been. But alas, it's already been 4 minutes. And all I've given is like a little bit of context, but it's okay. This can be entertaining, motivational, whatever you want it to be if you're still watching. But alas, today might be a short video, might be a long one. I don't really know. I'm just gonna enjoy myself, and if I feel inspired enough to make a clip, that's what I'll do, because that's what I usually do. When I bike ride, it's like when I'm at my highest inspiration, when I'm really thinking. But I'm also like in the present moment and I'm calm. It's so interesting. But alas, I will let you know more of my thoughts soon. It's me again. So, another thing I want to say is we're at 1,500 subscribers. And I might make another video dedicated to just that. or I might not, who knows, depends. But I suppose with the new influx of subscribers, it's kind of hard to talk because it's cold, but I'm trying. So if I have a bit of a lisp or something, that's why. But with all the new subscribers, I suppose I should probably say, you know, what to expect from me. Well, for one, you pretty much never know what to expect from me. And let me tell you why. Basically, for me, some thoughts I have are very motivational and have actually helped a lot of people. And that puts a big smile on my face. But there are others that are just completely random and just like have no meaning really. And so, you know, it's things like that you don't really know what to expect from me. Sometimes I'm feeling super inspired, super motivational. I was feeling like that earlier when I thought about going on a bike ride. And there's times where I'm like rather excited and scatterbrained. And that's me right now. Bunch of had to dodge a car for a second there. Anyway, you know, some of my thoughts are completely random, no meaning, super scatterbrained right now, or I can feel super motivational, or stuff like that. So you never really know what to expect from me. But alas, hope you enjoy regardless. But yeah, my thoughts are completely random right now. One thing I'm thinking about is the snow. There's a lot of snow, and honestly, I don't really like the snow that much. When I was younger, I loved the snow. I used to make snow angels, snow forts. I don't know if I ever made a snowman. I think that was something I never did, but I made all that kind of stuff. And now I don't like the snow because it's rather annoying when I'm trying to bike ride and the sidewalk's full of it. Then it becomes dangerous to bike ride. But beyond that, the cold is actually like unfavorable as well because it makes it harder to bike ride. Basically things that the weather does that makes it hard to bike ride I don't like. So I like summer, not that much though, because of summer then it's too hot, and then, you know, so there's pros and cons to everything, I suppose. You can wear like jeans and long sleeves and hoodies in the winter like comfortably, but then in the summer you can't really do that because you'll sweat to death. I like spring a lot too. Like spring and fall are most definitely my favorite. But you know, there's pros and cons to all of them. But it is rather cold, I must say. I sound like I'm from the olden days, I must say, indeed. But I'll get back to y'all in a moment. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but the birds, the sounds of the birds is like very lovely to listen to. If you ever get the chance, you should listen to the birds once in a while. It's real peaceful and calm. And if you're ever like having a lot of anxiety or a lot of bad thoughts, unfavorable situations, listen to the birds. Helps me a lot, so it might help you too, maybe. Another thought I just had though, nothing is ever gonna be perfect. And that's another thing I like about my videos is you can really tell I don't edit them too much. I edit them just enough to get my purpose out there, but not enough to shift what's going on, if that makes sense. So for example, I always take everything in one go. I never do like 2-3 goes because I feel it makes it less authentic, right? So even if I'm sitting here making mistakes, tripping up on my words, you know, not getting straight to the point right away, these things never really stop me because I'll still post the video just like that, because you got to realize nothing's ever going to be perfect. If you always expect perfection, you're never going to get anything done, because nothing is truly perfect and perfection is subjective. For example, And this is an example that I relate with, that I noticed. Let's say a new video game comes out, right? Some of you play them, some of you don't. There's gonna be some people in Group A, right? Group A says, this game is awful. This game is horrible. Why'd they put this in the game? Oh, there's this glitch and there's this. And the vibe's off and all this other stuff. But then there's Group B, who says this game is amazing. This game is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted out of the game. And I'm glad it's here, like, you know. And then, you know, there can be Group C, D, E, F, G, and all the Group Z that say all these different things. But we're gonna focus on A and B right now. And that applies to really anything if you think about it, because everybody wants perfection, but I don't think anybody realizes, do you even know what perfection is? Now, some people, they might have a goal or something, right? Or like, a better example is a plan. They might have a plan and they might be like, okay, so we're gonna do this and this, right? Now, if the plan doesn't go exactly how they planned it, they're gonna get really upset. Now, that's most of us. That's me too. That's me a lot of the time. I plan things out and then they don't go how I planned. They don't go how I intended. And then I get really upset. And then I'm like, man, this sucks. It's ruined. It's easy to feel defeated and say that, right? But if you come in with the mindset, you know what? No matter what happens, I'm still gonna keep going. No matter how many imperfections occur from this plan, I am going to keep going. Now, what that does is, let's say I had a plan to go get something from the store, right? Now, let's say I'm walking to the store and then all of a sudden I trip and fall. Do I just stop going to the store? No. I go and I get what I need to get. You know, I might be bummed out or mad or upset, like, oh, why didn't I see that? I tripped over that rock or whatever. But you got a goal to achieve, right? So why give up just because you tripped on a rock? Now, that rock is also perspective if you think about it. And this goes kind of deep, and it'll kind of fly over some people's heads. It flew over my head a lot in the past. But how big is your rock? Now, you might be thinking, what do you mean? It depends on the situation and all this different stuff. Well, let me tell you something interesting. You make the rock into a different size. So what does that mean? Well, to put it simply, you're the one that determines how big the rock is based on your perspective. So let's say, back to that example of me going to the store, right? I go to the store and I'm walking there and I trip over that rock. I can either look at it one of two ways, really. And you can go into all these kind of crazy 3, 4, 5. But like I said, focus on 1 and 2 right now. You can either say, hey, you know, I tripped, but it's okay. Like, I only scraped my knee. Like, there's a little bit of blood, but you know, I'll clean it up and I'll go to the store. Or you can be like, man, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. Somebody said something mean to me today. I got mean YouTube comments today. And then I trip over this rock. What the heck? Now, obviously, it's easy to get caught up like that when, you know, a lot of different things happen. But what I'm trying to tell you is, based on how you look at things, will change your entire day. The other day, right? So, the other day was one of those days for me. It's where I was feeling a little, you know, iffy. I wasn't feeling so good. I woke up kind of late. And I was like, man, woke up late. Just like one of those days. But then the thought came to my head. Why do I care? No matter what time I wake up in the day, it doesn't stop the progress I could make. No matter what time of the day, it doesn't determine like what I do with the day. Because it's not about what time you wake up. It's about how you use that time. Now, like I said about how big you make the rock, if you know, are a person that really likes to wake up early you wake up a little bit later than usual. You might get really bummed more than somebody else would. But then if you think about it like, okay, well, no matter when I wake up, it's about how I use the time. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do what needs to be done today, because that will get me closer to my goal, which is what I had to do. Woke up a little bit later, but I still took my shower, did everything I had to do. And then I just continued on, I carried on. And it was actually a really good day. Now that's also a perspective thing. Like I could go on about this forever, how everything is perspective. And a lot of people might sit there and argue with me, oh, well, what if somebody died and all this other crazy stuff? Like, listen, bro, extremities are no good, okay? Take everything you hear with a grain of salt, right? Because no one advice suits all. But maybe hearing these little things over time will inspire you. Because it really is just 1 second in time, even 5 seconds, or 1 minute in time, even 5 seconds of time, that could change your life pretty much. So, somebody could tell you something, for example, a sentence you hear, and it could be like, do your best. And then you really do your best, right? And there's other things that can happen that can change your life, but it could just be one thing you hear that just changes everything for you. And that's the awesome part about life. Now, for those of you that really know me, my real name is Phoenix. Now, I know some of you might be like, your name isn't actually Phoenix. Yes, my name is Phoenix, like the Firebird, right? One of the reasons why I like the fact that I was named this is because if you know the story of the Phoenix, it gets reborn out of its ashes every like 500 years or something. What I like about that is it says no matter how bad a situation's going, you can get right back up and have the same opportunities you just had, or create those opportunities. Because if you wait around for opportunities forever, you're never actually going to find anything. It's mostly about creating those opportunities, creating the situation that you want. Now, easier said than done, I know. But if you really strive for something and you can envision yourself doing it, and you envision what kind of person do I have to be to achieve this, and then you become the person that you need to become, you literally can do anything. Like, I've said this before in my videos for the OGs, excuse me. Sure, I can't grow wings and fly, but I can make a machine that allows me to fly. And there's a lot of people out there that don't even try. Because some idiot told them, oh, you can't do it. You weren't born for this, he was. Now, I'm not telling you every single person watching my video can get into the NBA or something, right? But what I am telling you is you can become the best version of yourself and realize you don't need the NBA to become a good basketball player. That's only one example. There's a million, but your perspective determines everything. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, so I am scatterbrained, but that seemed really motivational. Maybe I inspired somebody. Maybe I didn't. A little bit of snot running from my nose. Sorry if that grossed some of you out, or if you can even see it, I don't know. It's kind of cold, but yeah. So take that as you may. I'm gonna continue biking. All right, so back inside. Just got back from my bike ride a little bit ago, cleaned up a little bit. As you can see, I got a little bit of hat hair from the beanie I was wearing. But it is what it is type of thing. So I guess to end off the video, I do want to say a couple things. So the first thing I want to add on to what I was already talking about. So when it comes to like knowing that, no situation is going to go perfectly, another add on to that is don't let the perspectives of the people around you or the people that you're listening to get in your head and make you not do something. And it kind of goes back to another video that I made where I I think the title is Do You Need Friends? And it's like, there's like a part 1 and 2 that I made. You can go check that out. But basically, it's the concept that if you constantly sit there and you wait for like a friend to come join you in what you want to do, like an example would be you want to go to the park, right? And you choose to never go to the park unless your friend's with you, but your friend's always busy because, you know, some people don't tell the truth all the time, which is a situation I used to be in. But alas, the point is you don't really need friends to do what you want to do. It's nice to have friends. It's nice to have someone you can talk to, all this different stuff. But if that's preventing you from doing what you want to do, then you got to take a step back and say, hey, I want to go to the park. It will bring me joy to go to the park. So you know what? I'm going to get on my bike, or I'm going to walk or drive, and I'm going to go to the park, and I'm going to have a good time, even if it's by myself. And who knows, maybe at the park, I'll meet a new friend that wants to go to the park with me, or less busy, or anything like that. You create those opportunities. So don't let all these people get in your head and, you know, or if you're like me and you make YouTube videos or something like that where you're putting yourself out there to a very wide audience, you're going to get negative people. And a lot of people call it criticism. Criticism, in my opinion, if not the actual definition, is to basically show somebody the flaw in what they're doing, or to try and offer a perspective, you know, constructive criticism. It's different if you're just outright bashing somebody for no reason, not being helpful at all. In my opinion, that's not actual criticism. That's just you being a hater. Like, let's be frank about it. But if you get those kind of people, don't let that stop you, because if you want to go to the park, who cares what, you know, Hater999 says on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But alas, if you actually did make it this far in the video, though, thank you very much. Like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Like, virtual handshake, because I haven't made a video like this in a while where I'm just like talking, biking, basically a vlog, like a motivational kind of vlog. And, you know, a lot of the new people might be confused, like, you know, because I have made like a bunch of videos like this. But, you know, I like to post, you know, whatever I want to post kind of thing, you know. Right now, like, to update you guys, pretty much, for those of you that, actually before that, if you did make it this far, go ahead and leave a stage act in the comments. I will heart your comment if I see it. I really do see every single comment. Like, some of you may not think I do. I see every single comment. Very, very few comments get past me, because sometimes YouTube likes to do this thing where it doesn't give me notifications for comments. Or like if somebody swears or something in their comment, YouTube automatically deletes it and puts it into like a non-published comments kind of like folder, you could call it. And so I have to sit there and physically approve the comments if they're too like hateful and stuff, because YouTube automatically does that. I made it so people can say whatever they want. Like, there's a setting where it's like allow certain kinds of comments or something like that. I'd have to look at it again. But I allowed it, and like I still get a lot of these non-published comments that I have to go and approve. I do approve the hate comments. I straight up let them hate, because I'm like, it is what it is, you know? More comments, more algorithm, whatever. But that's all besides the point. Point is, comment a stage act, and I will heart it for you. But moving on though, for those of you that stayed, here's an update on me. So about 2 weeks ago now, 2 or 3 weeks ago now, went to an arm wrestling tournament. Did very well. Went with my best friend Luke. Did extremely well. Beat a bunch of people. Had fun in the after polling and the middle of the tournament polling, like the intermission. And that was me after not going to any arm wrestling tournaments for a year, because as you know, or as some of you may know, really, in 2021, I did sustain some injuries in my elbow and my right arm really badly. Like, it was to the point where I could not like help my mom grocery shop. I could not like do anything like that. For those of you that know that arm wrestling pain, it is quite bad. But took about a year off of tournaments, and then, you know, Facebook suspended my account, whatever. Couldn't even go to any if I wanted to at that point. But then end of 2021, start of 2022, got Facebook back, found out about a tournament, went to it. But turns out at that tournament I went to, went a little too hard too soon, because what I should have realized is take it easy, since I haven't been to a tournament in a while, but me being passionate about arm wrestling went very hard. However, I am recovering nicely. For those of you that are concerned, I am recovering nicely. Tried to go to a practice about a week ago, and it didn't go so well. Luke and I were very injured and very much hurting afterwards. I could go into the details, but it is what it is. Recovering nicely though, doing some recovery work, trying to get back to 100%, because I do have another tournament coming up in the end of February. It's about February 26th, I believe, out in Toledo. It's like Arm Wars Championships or something or another. I'm going to that tournament. Hopefully everything works out for that, of course. But I'm actually feeling quite recovered now. I've been doing some good recovery work, been getting back into the groove. I'm actually able to do some pull-ups again, which is nice. Taking it extremely easy though, for those of you wondering. I have not really touched a weight or a pull-up or a calisthenics movement in a long time, like a week and a half now, just about, or not a week and a half, like a week and a day or so. Something like that. I have not even done anything. I've just been playing video games, chilling out, resting while I can. And yeah, so I'll let y'all know when I'm back at 100%. And matter of fact, I'll go to another practice or something, or maybe I'll hold one. But I definitely want to get at least one practice in before my next tournament, because I want to, test out my angles and basically see what the strategy is, stuff I'm going to do, outside, inside, all these different things with arm wrestling. But yeah, so there's the update on me. And that's pretty much it. Pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover. I pretty much was able to get my message out there, and yeah, just a nice little calm vlog. It's pretty cold. About like 23 degrees today. It's usually a lot colder. There's been a couple days in the past week where it's actually been 1 degree. Absolutely awful. You go outside and you just feel it and you're like, nope, going right back inside. So I had to cut that bike ride a little short, but I actually think I might have biked too hard because I was really excited about it and my knees are hurting a little bit, but now that I've been sitting down for a second, they feel better. Maybe just because I used them after not using them in a while, but gosh, me getting injured, man. It's okay though, recovering, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's all my updates, all my everything. Go ahead, leave a stage act in the comments if you made it this far in the video, because I feel like not that many people are actually going to make it that far in the video. They're probably not interested in what I'm saying, but it's what it is. If you did, you did. If you didn't, you didn't. But yeah, so remind me that you're still watching, show the support, show the love. Go ahead and get the merch too. I'm not wearing it today, but I do wear it quite a lot. Tripped up on my words. And but it is a bit too cold to be wearing tank tops all the time. Today it was slightly warmer, so I was able to wear a tank top for once. But I got all the different kinds of colors. You can check out the stage act in the description. But yeah, I think that I really do want to go to another tournament. I was really surprised, at this last tournament, how good Luke and I did. I think everyone was, I think we lit a fire in a lot of people, so a little bit nervous now, because it's like you go to a tournament, you're like the showstopper, and then the next one, everybody's ready for you, because I think I caught some people off guard. If you watch my video, you can see the look on some of their faces. They're like, what? This kid, I used to just destroy this kid, and now he's strong, type of thing. But hopefully I feel recovered soon, go to a tournament soon, practice, all this good stuff with arm wrestling and me. And yeah, so hopefully more bike riding videos coming soon with me, just talking about stuff. Because I really do enjoy bike riding, arm wrestling, bike riding. I love both of them. I love fitness, working out, being athletic. I'm more of a lean type of person. I prefer to be lean rather than bulky. There's times where I've gotten all the way up to 206 pounds. But I like to stay at about 190 to 194, because I just like being leaner. I like having abs and veins and stuff like that. And I really do like the aesthetic, portion of being lean. So I prefer to be lean, and I like how I feel when I'm leaner, because when I'm all bulky, I feel like I have no energy. I'm just like all the time, like I'm just sleepy, all this stuff. But you know, for other people it might be different. When they bulk, they might have way more energy, all this stuff. I like to just stay at a certain amount of like calories and just kind of you know, stay at the same weight but get stronger and bigger type of thing while getting my protein in. And yeah, that's what I do pretty much. Probably rambled a lot, but it's my video. I can do what I want. So like, comment, leave a Stay Jacked in the comments if you made it this far. And most importantly, the thing I say at the end of every single video, stay jacked. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.